I want to talk about these Bills, though, right? Because ESPN is giving the Bills a 44% chance of winning the AFC East. And we've been talking about this whole offseason about how loaded really the AFC East is, considering they got the Bills, the Dolphins.
Is that a pause?
How loaded?
How loaded the division is? I don't know about that one, sir.
Antoine said we can't turn paper out.
Right.
It is what it is.
Yeah, we gonna be
just a question. It was just a question.
There, just a question. But they got the Bills, Jets, Patriots just are trying to form their team, but they also got the Dolphins. But they're giving the Bills the best chance to win the division. They also have the fourth best odds to win the Super Bowl. That is according to ESPN. But Josh Allen, he's entering year 6, and I mean, I was gonna save this question, but is it Super Bowl or bust really for these Buffalo Bills going into this training camp? It's gonna be, I think, year 3 now, or year 2, excuse me, with the offense coordinator Ken Dorsey. The offense, is hoping to have their best year, with Josh Allen. What is it? What's this season, for the Buffalo Bills?
No. When I think about Super Bowl or bust, Corey, I think about teams that have it all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The Buffalo Bills, to me, they're contenders.
Mm-hmm.
They're a team that everyone believe can make it to the Super Bowl, but understand that it's difficult because you have Joe Burrow in the conference and you have Patrick Mahomes, and now you even have Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
So I think what I heard you say there, their odds, they're sitting, at 4th and at 44% chance to win a division, whatever. I hear those numbers, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's Super Bowl or bust. Super Bowl or bust for me is what teams are Super Bowl or bust? I think the Cincinnati
Dolphins?
Bengals will
the
be
Bengals
there
might
in
be at
about
that
2
point.
years.
Well, because the question,
not now, but
yeah.
about
You
a
don't
year
think
or
the
two,
Dolphins,
about
though?
a year or two, and then also the Philadelphia Eagles, right? They have everything.
Yeah, right.
The Philadelphia Eagles have a quarterback, you have a passing game, you have a running game, you have a defense, you have coaching, you have the best. It seems like the best front office in all of football.
Yeah.
What Laurie has been able to do, not Laurie, the gentleman, the president, general manager, what he's been able to do. You got the whole NFL pissed off at him. How you gonna get mad at their front office for being creative and making moves?
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh, it's not fair what they're doing. Well, you do it. They're not breaking any rules.
Right.
So I don't think it's Super Bowl or bust for the Buffalo Bills. And when you really look at it, it's like, yo, will you guys even be third? You guys are fighting for, to me, y'all, I hate to say this because I'm a big fan of Josh Allen. I'm a big fan of Stephon Diggs.
Uh-huh.
I'm a big fan of this head coach. But when I look at this division, and I don't know why people seem to be overlooking the Jets. They're talking about it. The Jets are always going to be talked about. They're in New York, the biggest media market in all of sports, one of the biggest media markets in just the world, period, entertainment. Mm-hmm. And now you insert, pause, no pause, some of the biggest names, Sauce Gardner, you got Jared Wilson and Aaron Rodgers. So there's going to be talk there, but people don't even have them on their top 5 as far as contenders. How?
Yeah.
You're 4th in defense, total defense. And now you have Aaron Rodgers. How are you not in the top 5? So now you got, to me, they're number 1 in the division. They're a team to beat, and I don't care what anybody say.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Dolphins, I get it. Tua, the concussions, injury. Is he going to make it or not make it?
Mm-hmm.
Even if he, worst case scenario, and I hate to say this because head trauma, you just don't play with that. We can talk about ACLs, ankles, and all of that, but this is the reality.
Yeah.
I like Mike White. I like their backup.
Yeah.
And then the biggest acquisition this whole offseason was the Dolphins not getting Jalen Ramsey, not getting a great backup quarterback. It was going to get their defensive coordinator, Vic Fangio.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
So to me, the Dolphins are – the Dolphins, they might win a division.
Yeah.
And that's hard for me to say as a Jet fan and a fan of what the Jets have done. So they're 2.
Yep.
And then, we really counting Bill Belichick out. They say he's on the hot seat. You had Troy Aikman on Monday. He's like, that's what they're saying.
Yeah, right.
So what are we going to get out of that? What are we going to get out of Mac Jones in this year? Now he has an offensive coordinator in Bill O'Brien. This is going to be an exciting division. This is going to be an exciting year in football. So many storylines. So to talk about contender, We need to talk about, can we win a division?
The division, yeah. Well, to compete with those two teams that you mentioned, right, the Dolphins and the Jets, where do you feel they need to improve? Because you say you don't want to consider this team a Super Bowl or bust, but I mean they have been right there. I feel like they get to that divisional round, they're in a close game. Yeah, the Bills. Yeah, they get to that divisional round, they're in those close games, but they can't make it happen. And we've said, I mean, Josh Allen, he's arguably a top 3 quarterback, right? Top 4 quarterback in the NFL. So I say it might be Super Bowl or bust because there might be some massive changes needed, or like you let me know, Brandon, but like. Where do you feel they need to improve? Is it on the offensive side? Do they need to add a whole bunch of pieces on the defensive side, some superstar caliber players? Like, where is it? Do they need to be able to compete with the Dolphins and the Jets?
This is what I would say, Corey, and this is the reality of professional sports. Sometimes you run against some giants and you just can't defeat the giants. Yeah. Not everyone is David.
Yeah.
Okay? You got Goliath in the AFC.
You do.
Patrick Mahomes is him. Mm-hmm. And you got another giant in the AFC, and Joe Burrow, real deal.
Yeah.
Okay. So like you can go out there and give your best. We've seen that and still come up short. Don't forget about that legendary game. What was it? The Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills, and they still came up short. It was a freaking light show.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And it just sometimes it's like that's how the cookie crumbles. So, like, when you ask what do they do, like, I'm looking at it, right? Like, the running game, they improved there. Defensively last year, they improved at, stopping the run. They improved. They brought in Von Miller, being able to put pressure. He obviously went down halfway through the year with an ACL. He's back. So you're able to get at the quarterback. They played super efficient, a bend but don't break defense. You lose Leslie Frazier. So, what's going to happen there? Are they going to miss a beat on defense and the type of momentum that they've created over the last 2 years? I don't know. But offensively, you can run the ball, you can throw the ball. So it's like you got to get your best shot. I think to me, it's coming down to just like luck, attrition, right? Like, one of these quarterbacks or one of these, superstars that they're going head to head with, deal with, some type of hamstring issue. Like, I don't know. Would a coach make a terrible call in a high pressure situation? Like, these teams have to be perfect to come out the AFC. So, Corey, to me, it's not about the Buffalo Bills. It's about everyone else. Like, I like the Buffalo Bills. I like Josh Allen. Josh Allen is him. He's like that.
Yeah.
But, man, look around, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't forget about those.
Answer your question.
No,
go ahead,
I was gonna say,
I was just gonna say, don't forget about those second-tier quarterbacks in the AFC. You got Lamar.
The first one.
You got his name slips me, from Jacksonville.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yep, and then you also have Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
Like, this is just one division.
AFC is loaded. AFC side is loaded. But
and look, why are you going to disrespect? And you still being disrespectful?
What's up?
You gonna name Russell Wilson?
Oh.
Like, no Russell Wilson.
Sorry, I wasn't looking that far down.
He is you said I wasn't looking that far down. That ain't go with my head.
You are disrespectful.
That ain't go with my head.
What?